To some health news now. If it seems like everybody's talking about peptides these days, it's no coincidence. They're being promoted by wellness influencers and podcasters as treatments for everything from injuries to aging. And now an FDA panel is meeting to discuss whether to make them easier to get. NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar joins us with details. Dr. Azar, good to see you.
See you too.
Let's start with the 101 class. For the uninitiated, and I include myself, what exactly are peptides?
Yeah, this definitely is biology 101. So peptides are made up of chains of amino acids. Peptides themselves are the building blocks of proteins. As we know, they have a lot of super important functions in our body, from metabolism to muscle growth and tissue injury and repair. Many of them occur naturally in the body, including things like insulin and GLP-1, oxytocin, endorphins. But then we have the synthetic ones that are FDA approved, most famously GLP-1s, the ingredient, for example, in Ozempic, Wegovy, as well as insulin. So this meeting is a 2-day meeting. What the purpose of the meeting is to see whether or not the FDA should loosen restrictions on these peptides to allow compounding pharmacies to make them for individuals who have a prescription. The proponents say people are getting them already on what's called the gray market, meaning they're getting them on the internet, they're getting them imported, and they say if you have some regulation with a prescription, it's safer. Critics say there's not enough data on safety and efficacy, and if you allow compounding pharmacies to make them, it gives the appearance of safety, and we may not be there yet.
I keep seeing it all over Instagram, like ways to stay young and just get this injection and that injection. So which 7 peptides are actually being discussed?
Right.
And is there any evidence right now that they work?
That they even work. So we're going to show our viewers this list. It's, you know, I mean, there's a lot of letters. None of these names you may necessarily recognize. And again, what the FDA is saying here is that we don't have enough rigorous clinical trial data to support their use for their intended purposes. They say that a lot of the research is small, that is done in animals, for example, and that evidence is anecdotal. And I think one of the important things, too, is that they're looking at some of these peptides and they will be discussing them for approval for conditions that the masses really aren't using them for. So there's a little bit of a disconnect there. I think you can kind of sum it up and say maybe that the peptide enthusiasm has outpaced the science, but I have some colleagues who do prescribe them, and they say for some intended uses, there is some data, and that they have seen good results. So there's definitely a bit of tension there.
As always, trust your doctor more than you trust Instagram ads.
Absolutely. And I think, listen, at the end of the day, because these things have not yet been really regulated or so rigorously studied, if you are going to do this, please do it with a provider who is knowledgeable and can really guide you and monitor you for potential side effects. We don't know long-term effects of these yet.
Always good advice. Dr. Azar, thanks so much. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.